What's going on, guys? Nameless here, and today we're playing the brand new Call of Duty Vanguard. It's going to be an absolute blast. We're going to run through some maps. We're going to check out some of the different weapons and modes, and I also got Study here, man. What's going on?
Oh, what's up, man? I'm excited to get into it, man. You know, there's nothing like a brand new Call of Duty season, and for us to break down what are the possible good guns, what are the good maps, this is going to be great, man, because you know the competitive scene is all we really look forward to, and I just can't wait to see what this game has in store for us.
All right, guys, we're loading into Demyansk. I've played this map for Search and Destroy, and you know, it's a lot of fun. It's very stressful when you're playing against people on top of the rooftops, but let's see how hardpoint is. This is my first time playing this on hardpoint, Jay. So I'm gonna play the objective because I know you like to run around and just slay.
Yeah. Are we playing against Vance?
We gotta put him down. Toronto Ultra Vance. If we beat him here, I'm tweeting him for sure.
An absolute.
Yeah, he time, and I'm just gonna funk it. You can see.
You can take somewhat of map control. This map is impossible for an
Vance is bottom of our building.
Wait, how do you know it's him if you have stream mode on?
He's the only one with that type of movement on another team. Yeah, that's the one frying me. I mean, so far in terms of the competitiveness of this map, it feels a bit chaotic, just because of the verticality of it and how open the mid map is. It doesn't leave a lot of room for strategic play. What are you thinking, Jay?
Yeah, I really enjoy this map though for Search and Destroy, because obviously when you're playing in a respawn game mode, you're gonna be so fast paced, and at least in Search and Destroy, you can take somewhat of map control on certain sides of this map. But then if you don't have anything, you can always slow the game down and just make them run into you, because the planet bomb in this game is not an easy job to get done.
This is ass. We're getting shit on, bro. This map is actually they're gonna edit this and clip of this.
Hey, tell them not to chow me.
You have to put that in. Can you make a note? At the end of that, Vance plugged his mic and he said, "Study Nameless, don't chow me." All right, guys, we just played Demyansk, and now I'm gonna give my fast reacts. Now, in terms of visually, the map was stunning. I'm gonna give it a 5. I love snow maps. I think that it looked great. The church is built well. There's a lot of detail. In terms of gameplay, I'm going to give it a 3, just because I was spawn trapped for most of the game. I know we played against Vance, who's a CDL pro, but anybody on that map, if they go top church, they can basically lock you in your spawn on hardpoint. I'm gonna give that a 3. In terms of competitive, I don't think the pros will want to play this map for hardpoint. It's a bit small. There's not too many different areas to finesse with an SMG. It's going to be AR dominant, so I'm going to give that a 1 for competitive hardpoint. All right, let's queue up into our second map, and hopefully we get better luck, Study. What do you think?
Hopefully, man, if we don't run into another CDL pro, Vance is in our cheeks right there. We got to lock in.
All right, we're loading into Tuscan, Jay. We played a lot of Search and Destroy in this map. It's mid-map dominant, but hardpoint, I'm curious how it plays, man. And this map reminds me a little bit of Seaside from Black Ops 4. It looks like Seaside, like First Hill is sort of in Low Palace.
Oh my God, they're all just plugging into the church. This is just like Seaside.
I know, it really is.
This is literally just like Seaside.
And that's a good thing, because Seaside's one of my favorite maps.
100%. It was such a fast-paced map. I just remember Dasher getting that 5-piece to close out the game, yeah?
As E6 are making this push work out, but again, the spawners for Optic are so close. That top courtyard to the left of them. Coming in through the front line, Dashy!
I will say, I think that this so far in terms of hardpoint maps has been the best in terms of hill rotation that I've played.
And what I really enjoy the most has been these spawns. I consistently spawning in the back of the hill as long as we keep it going.
And there's that nice balance of power spots where ARs can go, and then also areas and hallways that submachine guns can finesse, right? So like in this building, you can get up top and you can dominate, but it's not overpowered because a submachine gun can just play below you. They have 2 different lanes that they can go through. It just feels good. It feels like how hardpoint's supposed to be played. So this is the final hill, and this hill's a little bit crazy, yeah, because it's inside. With no trophy system in this game, it is going to be a tactical and lethal fest. There's gonna be nades, then there we go, I get naded. But it's okay to have a scrappy hill every once in a while. It can lead to, especially for the last one rotation, it can lead to some crazy CDM matches. And look at that 3-piece nade right into the hill. And I do wish there was a trophy in this game, though. Even if you could just only one run and it blew up 1 nade. All right.
It wouldn't make sense though. They didn't have no trophy system back in the day.
I also don't think they had optics and red dots, but hey, here we are. Pulling out an MP40. I'm gonna channel my inner Shotzi.
I got one. There's only one in there.
I don't think Shotzi would be proud.
Yo, could someone low-key clip that?
I'm at new. I have it. Let's go, dude.
Nice, let's go.
No, he's at new. Where are you at? Where are you at?
I'm coming, bro.
He's in.
I had to get a 2-piece.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I'm in here. Got a good corner.
Got him. Yo, I'm gonna cut it off. You hold it, okay?
Oh.
No. I'm good.
Oh.
No, they're in it. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right, guys, we just played Tuscan, so you know what time it is. It's time for the fast reacts. Now, in terms of map theme and visually, once again, this map is a 5. That was a beautiful map. It reminded me of Seaside from Black Ops 4, just the way that it was played with the big broken building on both sides and then the bricks and things like that, even the way the hills move. So I love the way that that map looked, man. It was a lot of fun. In terms of the gameplay, now that map is different than some of the other maps we have here because there's not as many walls that you can break through or things like that. It's more of a traditional Call of Duty map. Now there are some walls you can break on top of the building, but they get broken very early on and then they're just broken for the rest of the map. So I really enjoy that. I'm a traditionalist. I like old school Call of Duties and this brings me back to it, right? It's having me reminisce a little bit. So I'm gonna give that a 5 in terms of gameplay. It came down to the wire and I enjoyed every second. Now competitive, the one that you guys all wait for. Well, that is a 5. That is the best hardpoint map I have played in Call of Duty Vanguard. The hills are great. The spawns are great. You can control them well. Even for ARs or SMGs, it's balanced for the SMGs, trying to finesse around and get into proper positions and really dictate the narrative and pick up streaks. So I think the pros are going to love that. And I think it will definitely be played in the next CDL season. I'm worried about this one, Jay. I am worried about this one.
This one's kind of scary, man, because obviously the map is huge, but there's just so many different angles that you can shoot people from, and it's gonna be really difficult. But I'm excited to see how he plays for hardpoint.
Oh man, it's
definitely
so
an AR heavy map.
It's so hard to see on the left.
Yeah, like look at this. The first hardpoint, neither one of us could even get any points until they just hopped it. It's because this hardpoint is out in the middle of absolute nowhere.
It's just so difficult to get to. There's so many buildings. There's so much verticality on the right side, and the left side's like a barren wasteland with just broken objects everywhere. It just it feels like a chaotic, fun 10v10 map. Does not feel that competitive to me.
Oh my god, are they spawning directly behind it?
They're spawning right next to it.
They're spawning right next to it.
It's just not a hardpoint map. I'd have to play it on different game modes. All right, so Study, thinking about the destructible walls and things like that, the new mechanic in this game. We saw some discussion out of our CDL pros, RSD saying like, if we turn it off, it's going to feel like a jetpack game without the jetpacks. And I kind of understand what he's saying because people would just be flying around everywhere with the amount of doors and open hallways that we would have. Now, me, I'm a traditionalist. Like I said, I love old Call of Duties that didn't have these types of destructible walls. But I do see some merit in what he's saying. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I understand where he's coming from. I feel like with the destructible walls, it creates a lot more randomness to the game. Like, if you're trying to go out and develop a strategy, you can just pop a wall and just completely break it. But I feel like it's also going to be really good because some of those strategies we're yet to see. And I feel like that's going to be exciting from a fan's perspective, people trying to tune in. And also, like I said, it just adds a lot more different variety to the game of what you can get done on the map. So I feel like it's going to be a lot more difficult for these teams to develop strategies, but I feel like it's going to be a good and a bad thing.
Snipers are going to have a fun time on this map.
Fun time.
We're going to see some crazy clips. Oh, okay.
I think one spawned behind me at the train side. I think they're starting to... Are they setting up for a pin spawn? Is that...
That's 2. Oh, no, I can't see. I can't see on the right side of the map. Oh, no ammo. I just got 180 world started. I know I'm on my machine gun.
Oh my god.
Don't put that in the video, please. Thanks.
Oh yeah, shot. Forget it. We can't
No, I got him. I got him out of the hill.
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, we just spawned on the... Literally in a different continent.
Oh my god. I said, listen, you guys stand no chance.
Well, GG. All right, guys, you know what time it is. Time for the fast reacts. Now, visually, I'm going to give that map a 3. It was very difficult for me to see on the left side of the map. That was more desert with a lot of broken things. The character models were kind of blending in with the environment. And for me, that's a no-no. So I'm going to give it a 3. In terms of gameplay, now, that map was a struggle. The spawns are very tough. It was difficult to get into a position where there were going to be multiple targets. I felt like I was getting 1 kill and then I wouldn't see anybody else for, 20, 30 more seconds until I repositioned. So I'm going to give gameplay a 2. It just wasn't as enjoyable as some of the other maps that we have. And competitive, that is going to get a 1. I don't think the pros will want to play that for hardpoint. The hills were in very tough spots to get to. P1 and P2 were basically a lock once you had control. There was a lot of verticality on the map, which makes it a bit random when you have pro players playing. And the map just felt a little bit too big for a 4v4 environment. So competitively, that's a 1. All right, guys, I hope you are all enjoying Call of Duty Vanguard. I am sure as hell having a blast. Me and Study had a great time today going over the maps and giving you guys the fast reacts. And don't forget, check out episode 2 in a couple days.